What does the top of the mountain look like now?
2 dwellings, if we can fit 10 people or 10 rooms, that would be ideal. Definitely a swimming pool, maybe even a basketball court, and probably the biggest dream would be a helicopter pad. So I can fly
Well, that's
anywhere.
a first. That's a first.
We're going to hear from Alyssa Tavita.
Hi everyone, my name's Alyssa Tavita. I'm an IT consultant and I'm 47 years of age.
Tell us about life before TMAP. Tell us your story, Alyssa.
So when I was very young, my parents owned a property. I think I was maybe 5 years old. So my parents bought a property in South Auckland, and obviously we lived there up until I was about 10. My older sister, she started having a family and we realised we didn't have enough space, for all of us. We decided to sell that property and then try and buy something else for all of us to live in, including her hubby and the kids. Fast forward, it didn't work out, obviously. So I moved over to Australia in 2000. So I've been here for like 24 years.
Yep.
And was trying to save to get the rest of my family over because I was single and I was like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy my life for 2 years, go out, spend all my money. And then I was like, come on guys, I need you guys to come over. Like, I need you guys to be really serious and let's buy a property. Fast forward to 2013, the rest of my family came over. We rented for a bit, I think for about 5 or 6 years, just so they could get a stable job and have good credit history. And then we started saving. So we started saving. We thought we had enough money. We tried to go in and see what was available, what we could buy, and we still didn't have enough. We still didn't have enough savings. I spoke to my sister Toinga Mal, and I said to her, look, we really need to get into the property market. We're not getting any younger. And because I was the youngest of 4, she was like, okay sis, I'm going to try and find something or do some research. So she was looking on Facebook, trying to find ways for us to get a property. So she stumbled across a testimonial from some people that she knew from New Zealand. So from a church that we used to go to, my sister Alyssa she was a leader for the group, and it was Joe and Terry.
Yeah.
So Joe and Terry there was a short video, and my sister was like, oh, I think I know those people. They're like from New Zealand, and they've joined this group, and it's worked for them. They've got a property. Wonder how they did it, As my sister was strolling through Facebook, she watched some more testimonials, and then she joined the webinar. I think you were her mentor. That's how it all started.
And what was it that made you guys actually say, yep, TMAP's the one for us? What made you guys join TMAP?
I think for us, it was like yourself. I think because my sister believed that you were helping a lot of the Pacific people, and we thought this was the best way to get in, and because of the additional testimonials that she saw, and was like, okay, there's a lot of Pacific people, that are doing this program. And yeah, we just jumped in line with our sister and we said, yep, okay, whatever you think, we're just going to do it.
And at that stage, when you guys joined, obviously you've made a decision to join, you've jumped on webinars, you've done that, but what was the goal then? What did the top of the mountain look like right at the start, day 1, week 1?
Day 1, we wanted just a family home for all of us to live in.
Okay, cool.
It was like generational, it was about 3 generations in our family. And that was just the first goal, that was it. We were like, get our family home and that's it. If we can just do that, we were happy.
So talk us through the strategies that you guys have used in terms of the 4 that you've purchased and the 4 that you're waiting to settle on. What do the strategies look like there?
So initially, our strategies that we used were LMD, so lay money down, to 2 of our first properties. The third one was SMSF. So we collectively put our money together to buy property there. The 4th one was an option deal. And then lastly, equity.
So what happens, guys, when you buy too many properties, you kind of forget which strategies you've used and you get a little bit confused. Is that what just happened, Alyssa?
Yes.
Yes, right. So you got 8 properties, but was that the 3rd one or was that the 5th one? I really can't remember, right? But that's a fun problem to have. Would you agree with that? fun problem to have. It's got 8 properties, and I can't remember which one was which strategy. But if we walk back through that, you talk about LMDs, you talk about self-managed super fund. SMSF stands for self-managed super. So it's like we're working together, let's pool our super. And that's a huge trend right now, guys. There's people using their super to buy property. And then, inevitably, once you buy properties, those properties will appreciate in value and you'll have equity. And then you use that equity to go again. So that's, and we did the options. So that's 5 strategies. Did I just confuse myself? Yeah. So it's 4 or 5 strategies. So
and OPM.
LMD, OPM, SMSF, option, equity. Yeah, it's 5 strategies. So talk to me. The goal was to originally buy the house that everyone can move into, but you haven't done that. How did you make that transition across and go, you know what, these strategies are actually the right thing for us for where we're at?
For us, it made sense to do the TMAP 2-step. So we said, okay, as a group, we wanted to buy something, but it worked out better that we bought separately. So the first property I bought on my own, and my sister bought her own with her daughter. So we both had 2 options with LMD. So we thought, okay, if we all can get like the first step done and then use the equity on all 3 of them or all 4, that might be enough to get us our dream home. So that's the sort of the strategy that we were going with, to get in the market and get something happening.
Okay, so tell me a little bit now. You guys are deep into this. It's been a couple of years. You've done some deals. What does the top of the mountain look like now?
So it's still the dream home. That's still the top of our mountain.
Tell us about that, though.
Okay.
Drill down.
So for us,
paint the picture. They want to see it.
So we would ideally like an acreage where we have 2 dwellings. So a family for my sister and her 5 kids, because that's our dynamic at the moment, and also a second property for like my dad and my other sister and her son. So 2 dwellings, if we can fit 10 people or 10 rooms, that would be ideal, because we obviously have family members that would want to come and stay. Definitely a swimming pool, can't live without a pool. Maybe even a basketball court, because just do some fitness, you know. And probably the biggest dream would be a helicopter pad. So I can fly
well, that's
anywhere.
a first. That's a first. I was thinking helicopter pad. Why not? Right? Why not, guys? Why not? But the biggest thing I want to draw everyone's attention to is the students who make the biggest mistake lock in on what they believe is the dream, and they won't take smaller steps to get there. You know, our belief at Teach Me About Property is, you know, you can accomplish anything you're willing to work for in property. We believe that, right? But in order to be able to do that, you have to be willing to take smaller steps. Is that fair? Yeah? Then you can move. Right? Because if you were like, no, we want the helicopter pad in our first property, right? We would own 0 properties.
Yeah, we just own the land and the helicopter pad.
Yeah.
So we'd have to have a tent or something.
Yeah. No, we wouldn't. Do you understand? So that by taking steps and having the courage to take smaller steps, then you move. And in property, when you move, the properties move. Because the equity, how long did it take you to access the equity in that property?
1 month.
So is that 30 days or 31? Right, because I'm sure some of you have thought, you know, how long does it take to access the equity once I buy a property? For those who weren't listening, how long was it again?
31 days.
31 days. So 30 days has September, April, June and November, so it wasn't any of those ones, right? So it took 1 month after the property was purchased, and the reason for that is properties increase in value over time. The property that they purchased in the first deal was an off-the-plan deal, so there was time from the initial deposit to settlement, and the property market had moved. And once you settle on it, you can access the equity. Was that a surprise for you?
Yeah, huge. I didn't think I had any equity at all.
Yeah.
I just thought, okay, just wait try and do the 6 months, or just, first get to 3 months. So, yeah, it was a surprise.
Surprised to access equity that quick, guys, right? And so now that you've got clarity on what the top of the mountain looks like, what do you feel? So once you settle on the 8, how long do you think, what does that look like to get to that one? Do you think you'll have to buy a couple more than the dream, or do you want to get the dream straight after the 8? Have you guys discussed that? What would you like it to be?
We would like it to be by the end of next year. I think we still need to take small steps to get to our dream, I think, because what we want is what we want. We're not settling for less.